Welcome back to the review with me, Kevin, from Let's Talk Whisky. A new bottle, one that I've actually had for a while and not got around to opening until now. So, what we'll do is we'll get it in a glass, we'll have a wee chat and tell you what it's all about. But first, let's get that pop. That's always satisfying. There's a great nose there straight away as well. It's quite a healthy wee dram. So what I have here is a Thompson Bros collaboration with the Good Spirits Company in Glasgow. Good Spirits Company's a whisky shop and all other kind of styles of alcohol as well. It's about whiskey's kind of the primary thing that they do. And they've teamed up with Thompson Brothers, the Highland distillery of Dornoch. So Thompson Brothers is Phil and Simon, who started with this tiny wee distillery on Station Road right behind the Dornoch Castle, Dornoch Hotel, which they own as well. Started an independent bottling company, and then this tiny wee distillery, which is probably not much bigger than my little office slash whisky room here. And they've made some great whiskies so far. I've reviewed quite a few of them, to be fair. And I was in the distillery itself. I've actually been in it last year. So back to this. The Good Spirits Company, as we can see here. This is an 8-year-old, it's not going to catch, is it? An 8-year-old blended malt Scotch whisky, North Highland. And on the back of it, there's a cool wee thing with a cat and a spoon, showing that this is a teaspooned whisky. So you notice malt. It's aged for 8 years. It's 48.5% ABV, and this is batch number 1. This is a big looking bourbon style whisky for me. I was actually able to try it at the time, just a little wee sample of it when I was at the Good Spirits Company in Glasgow. It's right across from the Scotch Malt Whisky Society, so it was very easy to get to, and the guys there are absolutely brilliant for what they do, Roddy and co, for the bottles they do. I love the label on this straight away. But when I did try it, I enjoyed it, and I was like, I need to pick this up, and we'll get to the price near the end of this. But it's an 8-year-old blended whisky from the Northern Highlands. And looking at it, super light in colour, which again, just putting towards has got to be a kind of bourbon style whisky. We're getting to the first pour of this as well. It's obviously just been opened. It's only been sitting in the glass for a minute or so. I've poured a wee healthy dram, but it's fine because it's cold out there and the weather's still not picked up to what we hope it would be. But when we look at a blend, blended malt means it's 2 malt distilleries. So put 2 together or more, we don't really know. But this one here is a teaspoon of 1. Teaspooning still classed as blending, which you may not get the full effect of a blend. Some blends could be 50-50, could be 60-40, etc, etc. With a teaspoon, sometimes it does just generally mean it's a teaspoon of whiskey put into another whiskey, and it's technically blended, but not really affecting flavour by 2 or more whiskies put together. So this has been blended, and there's a wee picture of the cat and the spoon. So, and it says on the back here as well, distilled in North Highlands and blended in Dornoch. This 8-year-old blended malt is a tribute to the region's rich whisky heritage, teaspooning marriage of carefully selected whisky from 2 North Highland distilleries. Offers layered notes. Don't want to read that because it's going to give me some tasting notes, but I always like to find my own. So saying 2 distilleries, and that's what we've got. And with that little cat there, usually can give something away. So suspecting Clynelish to be involved here. And I've got a wee Thompson Bros glass here, which is lovely, and I actually broke one of these yesterday when I was cleaning and knocked one over and smashed it. So I'm running low on these guys. But enough of me chatting nonsense. I'm going to get this on the nose and on the palate. I'm excited to try it again because at the time when I tried it, I think it was maybe summer. So this would be really, really suited for summer whiskey by the colour and the lightness. I think the last few whiskies I've done have been kind of sherry influencing that more darker days and things out there. Well, let's get this on the nose, get it on the palate. I've got a wee bit of water there, which I don't think it'll need at 48.5, but we'll see how we get on. So let's get this on the nose. It's light, it's very, very light in the nose. Kind of like a peeled lemon and orange. There's like a granite, kind of stone fruity maybe. So yeah, going with it kind of lemons on, but that stone fruit as well. Kind of dryness to it, when you get like a dry Chardonnay to a degree. It's got that like flat champagne that I get sometimes, like a flat white wine. That syrupy note is there, but it's just missing the bubbles. The nose is great. It's very, very light. It's what I expected. There is a tiny, just that tiny, tiny it's stone fruit. Minerals or yeah, it's like mineral style or something. It's stone fruit minerals, peeled lime, peeled lemon, peeled orange. Just those lighter styles. But let's get it on the palate and see how we get on. Landing on. Nice, light, fresh. Drops off to more orchard style peaches and pears compared to the nose, which is a bit more fresher and light. On the palate, it's just got more. It's pear. It's kind of like a pear for me now. Wee pear drops. Minerals. It's still staying quite mineral as well. Wow. Put a few dashes in here. I can see that separating already. Like it's oily, like super super oily now. Waxy. And even still looking at that took its time to part there. So that's that typical Clynelish character, right? That oiliness, and that's what I'm on that second one. Cause it's my first dram of the day. So the first sip's kind of excited the palate, and the second one's like, oh, what do we have here? And that waxy depth is great. Wee bit of water in there now is it's not changing it too much. It's more like a white chocolate on it now. White chocolate, I would say like a kind of white chocolate topping, and still that kind of little bit of fruit front as well. So waxy. That's it. This is, for me, it's teaspoon Clynelish, right? It's got to be. If you go and have a look at it now, natural colour, great. Tasty notes, you've got orchard fruits, heather, honey, coastal minerality, all balanced by soft oak, warm and spice. I don't really get the spice from it at all. I think it stays more the kind of fruity, forefront, oily, waxy, and mineral for sure. There's a real minerality to that, which is great. I love the branding of this. I think it's a great collaboration with the two, with Thompson Brothers and the Good Spirits Company. The Good Spirits Company do quite a lot of independence in the shop, and they get themselves. We get to price. I picked this up last year. I think it was tail end of the summer. I think I paid £30 for this, maybe 32 for a blended 8-year-old or an 8-year-old Clynelish, if we look at it in that sense. I think this is great. I'm really looking forward to this opening up and getting right into it some more, just for what it is. I think it's trying to offer more. I wish I had a wee dram before just to try and get myself set up for this, but I'm definitely going to be revisiting this one. I'm going to go and sit back and enjoy the rest of this and probably have to pour another one now and see how I get on with it. Again, thanks for tuning in, and as always, join me next week. Let's talk whiskey for lunch.